yo, we're back with day 2, and I've been having some problems with OBS, so hopefully it recorded day 1. If not, I'll probably just be like, it's the same choices, so, you know. We're just continuing on to day 2. I am excited to see what the rest of the story is. So, Name, did you have a nice time with the stranger? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. Yay. That's what I love to do. I roll over in my bed. Every inch of my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't have the willpower to go on living. I feel so sleep deprived. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. Ugh, I'm a mess. Yes, you are. So am I. 9:12 a.m. Oh god, I'm late for work. Good job, girl. Or boy. Good job, us. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Lucy! A surge of irritation floods through me when I hear Lucy's voice. I take a glimpse over my shoulder towards the deadbeat who wasn't making my life any easier. Yes, I am in a hurry because some of us actually have a job. I mutter under my breath, grabbing my work keys from the kitchen counter and beginning to storm right past her. Again with the guilt trip. She mutters something else under her breath as she taps her foot angrily.
Look, I'm trying, alright?
Yeah, I just haven't had any calls back. She tries to explain, but I've grown tired of her half-assed excuses. I'm not even going to argue with her. Now is not the time, because right now time is not on my side. I brush her off and make my way out the door, rushing myself down the stairs and out of the apartment building. Oh, my mouse. First a stalker, now I might lose my job. With any luck, I might get hit by a car and die on impact. Well, if you read webtoons, if you get hit by a car and die on impact, you usually just transport to another world, so... It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my tardiness. Rushing through the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seems to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock and snatch my time card to punch in. Wait. According to this, I already clocked in. Who could have... My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from a table.
There you are. Where have you been?
TK, I love you.
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
You're just exactly my type. TK rushes by me as they gently place their dishes into the sink of soapy hot water, wiping their hands. TK sighs loudly enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm didn't go off, but the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday mornings. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? I try not to raise my voice to a point where the fiber-chomping boomers outside did not hear me. A tour bus came along. That's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. Great. Here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. I can never be a server. I would lose my mind. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens and redneck grandpas everywhere with something up their asses. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their goddamn feet whenever their coffee was not filled all the way, or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast. Not even breakfast steak and eggs either. An actual T-bone steak dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And when one person refuses to order off the breakfast menu, there's a dozen more who follow suit. Such a hassle. Yeah. Annoying. Why couldn't the elderly be more like my grandparents? Pleasant and polite. The last of the great generation. Not these entitled boomers. Eventually, the crowd starts dying down, most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering into the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment to relax. Ahem. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. TK sneaks over at my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some geezer toss their eggs on me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your shift for an hour. Damn it, they had a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, trying to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gotten, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Hey there, stranger. Act casual or oh god, not you again. Not you again. Seriously, what part of leave me alone did you not understand? I bellow out, gaining the attention of the remaining people inside the diner. I hope that calling him out like this would get him to leave. The creep stiffens up a little, giving a rather hurt expression. You did! I'm not as thick as I seem to be, honest. The tone of his voice is frantic. All I wanted to do was apologize for my behavior yesterday. You didn't even give me a chance to explain myself. Explain yourself? There's no explanation for spying on me every day when you go on your walks. Oh, so you never recognize a familiar face when you follow the same routine every day. Just like that old couple who always comes in here every Wednesday and pretend that they're happily married even though all they do is sit in silence. Or even that creepy redheaded doctor who always picks the same corner, always ordering just a simple cup of tea while staring at everyone with an eerie smile. You're not the only face I recall, name. He mumbles, looking down at the table in front of him as he starts picking up one of the napkins. Why am I studying? Like, come on. English. He does have a point. Letting out a deep sigh, I hold up my notepad and pencil. Just tell me what you want to order. He picks up the menu and starts looking it over. I still want to make it up to you, though, for being too forward yesterday, I mean. As he speaks, he starts folding the napkin into a paper crane. Rolling my eyes, I try my best not to snap at him, speaking now through my teeth. Oh my god, no, alright? I might have overreacted, I might have misinterpreted your intentions, but that does not change the fact that I don't want anything to do with you. It can't be helped, dear. His eyes shift over towards me, an eerie glint in his gaze as he smiles a little, responding to my reply. You're just playing hard to get.
At this point.
Sorry, I talked over you. And I do love games. A jolt of dread shoots through my entire body. I don't know if it's the words, his tone, or the gaze that's setting off all the red flags, but I'm not going to stand here and analyze why my survival instincts are kicking into overdrive. Just run, run. Or, guy. Turning away, I quickly make my way back to the kitchen, trying to untie my apron with my sweaty palms. TK approaches with an expression of concern. They might have watched the whole thing happen. Hey, are you alright? What happened? What did he say? I can't do this. I need to go home. I hand TK my apron. Just have Alicia cover my shift from now on.
Whoa. You're quitting? What did he do? Should I call the police?
We're gonna say no. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to talk about this, nor do I want to be bothered with this creep any longer. Shaking my head, I simply walk out, taking the back entrance so that I don't have to walk into the psychopath's line of sight. Oh. Okay. We don't get to go home with TK. Rushing home, I occasionally look over my shoulder, hoping that I wouldn't catch the stalker following behind me. I don't see anything, not even signs of movement from the corner of my eyes, but I'm not going to let my guard down. I finally arrive in front of the apartment building, and I hurry my way inside while pulling out my phone. TK has been messaging me this entire time about what happened back at the diner, leaving messages like, please call the police, talk to me, did you contact your family yet, all kinds of worry texts. I appreciate their concern, but I just want to drop it all and forget it all. Drop it and forget it all. I can't read. Home sweet home, hopefully. That guy doesn't know where I live. Closing the door behind me, I shuffle in, dropping my keys on the counter. Great, not only have I mocked my roommate for not having a job, now I don't have one either. I'm sure she's going to have a heyday once she learns this. I don't think she should know about that creepy man. Name? Is that you? My roommate calls out from her room. I don't bother to answer as I sink myself more into the sofa, feeling utterly miserable. Of course she comes out of her room anyway, gazing at me with confusion. I normally don't come home early as I'm always working overtime because of her lazy, jobless ass. Just like me. What the hell are you doing home so early? It was just a bad day, so I left. That place wasn't working for me anyway. I'm good at telling lies to people that I don't care about, apparently. She doesn't seem to buy it as she tilts her head to the side, giving a little sneer. Yeah, I could smell bullshit. No day is worse than that truck driver incident. I sit there in silence for a moment, grinding my teeth as I debate whether I should tell her or not. Just then, I feel her sit down right next to me, looking a little more concerned now. Honestly, this is off-putting, especially since she never really acted like she cared about me when I first moved in.
Come on, Stifflip. Talk to me.
We're gonna tell the truth just because I'm pretty sure we're following the path where she's going to be the one. But, might as well be nice to her before she dies. It's a struggle to think of the right words to say, but when I open my mouth, it all slips out. I have a stalker. The guy met me at the park when I was alone and wanted to date me. Even after I turned him down, he just kept following me around. I saw him at my work today, and the things he said terrified me. He was saying I was playing hard to get and just leered at me. My roommate frowns a little upon hearing this, shaking their head before getting up off the sofa. You know what you need? To unwind. You're overworked with no day off, and now you got creeps after you due to your fixed schedule. It's time you loosen up a bit. Wait here. She walks away and into her room. I half expected her to walk out with a big sandwich bag of cocaine or weed. Jesus. Weed is fine. It's not a big bag. Is it cocaine? No. Blunt. Okay. She plops herself down right next to me as she opens the small bag on her lap, handing me a blunt before pulling out a lighter. This is the lighter stuff, so you're not going to be on the floor singing the DuckTales theme song. It's just enough to help you not stress about that perverted prick. I sit there, looking the rolled up blunt between my fingers. My nerves are quite rattled, my hands shaking a little. I guess it's fine. I'm in a safe place, not alone, and no longer need to go back to the place of work where he knew I was. I suppose I could puff one out. Puff one out? Yeah, really. You don't do this very often, do you? She lights up the other end. The other end? Patting my leg as I take a light drag into my lungs and hold it for a bit. She smirks as I cough it out. I take another drag. There. Feeling better yet? Give me a minute. I just started here. I mutter, exhaling the smoke from my lungs with a long, dragged-out sigh. I space out for a moment before taking another drag. For a beginner, you're doing well. My roommate praises me before lighting up her own blunt. Leaning back against the sofa, she huffs the smoke up into the air. What a day this has been so far. I was late for work, had a creepy guy trying to hit up on me again, quit my job, and now I'm finally getting along with my deadbeat roommate by smoking weed with her. The two of us don't say anything, but honestly, there's nothing to say at this point, just the two of us easing our way into relaxation. As much as I don't want to admit it, this is helping me out quite a bit. I don't see why I was stressed about that guy in the first place. All I need to do is get another job, take my walks elsewhere, and boom, done. No big deal, right? That's the spirit, my roommate says, leaning forward to put out the remainder of her grass and standing up from the couch. And if he comes around, we'll just fuck him up. Most stalkers can't even defend themselves anywhere. Look at that expression. I love it. All I do is let out a stupid laugh before giving one last drag. I was about ready to put it out when there was a sudden loud bang on our door. I would have jumped to my feet if I wasn't so relaxed right now. Shit. Lucy mutters before grabbing up the ashtray, quickly making her way to the kitchen area and washing it out with water. It's the fucking landlord, I just know it. She hisses, grabbing up a scented candle from the kitchen counter and lit the wick. Just act like you're tired and I'll talk to him. Done and done. I don't bother to watch her go up to the door, opening it just enough for her to slip through. Already I hear the landlord raise his voice. What the fuck is that smell? My roommate closes the door behind me, leaving the rest of his words muffled on the other side. There's undoubtedly a heated argument going on, but I don't pay mind to how serious the situation is as I get up from the sofa, making my way into my room. You need to clean your room. Walking in, I make my way towards my bed, flopping onto it and nuzzling into my pillow. I do feel like taking a nap anyway, so hey, perfect plan on acting like I'm tired. I see the clock doesn't have a time on it. My roommate eventually walks in, looking a little frustrated but collected as she sits on the edge of my bed. The bastard must have been sniffing around outside our door. She looks down at my baked state and smiles. Look at you, already far out of it, and that was some of my lighter stuff too. She teases with a head pat. How about we keep this night going? You look like you need it. She teases with a head pat. She did it again. Stop patting my head. Yeah, sure. I honestly have no idea what she has in mind, but at this point I'm up for anything. Lucy's so cute. She's so adorable. Everything's a bit of a blur after that. Maybe. I recall some drinking. Did I do some drinking? I know she did. Not sure if I did or not. It's getting rather surreal in here. Oh my god! Lucy! I have to blur this! Oh my god. I know you guys can't see me, but my face is so red right now. I was not expecting that. Wow. I don't know how to edit. I'm bad at that. Ugh, my head. What happened? I'm so flustered. My face is so red. Lucy? She must have gone to bed after I passed out. Fuck. I need a drink. I need a drink after that. Jesus. My head is killing me. Maybe I should take an aspirin before crawling back to bed. How on earth does Lucy live like this? This is the worst headache ever. Who? Lucy? Is that you? The figure doesn't say anything as I hear a bottle of pills being handed to me. How about you look closer? Something doesn't seem right. No, it does not. Despite the pounding headache, I'm not fried enough to ignore the fact that normally my talkative roommate is staying quiet. I try to adjust my eyes in the darkness, leaning closer to the figure that is standing before me in the darkness. It just occurs to me that this figure is taller, thinner, and doesn't have Lucy's long, wavy locks. In fact, it looks like... Oh god! I open my mouth to scream, but instantly I feel his hand go over my mouth while the other one arm wraps around me tightly. Frantically, I try to fight back, stepping on his feet and shins, biting his hand and even wiggling with all of my might to get out of his grip. But he's not letting go. He's not even flinching with the pain I'm trying to cause him. Panic shoots through me as I feel something go down my throat, like 2 tablets of some kind. Bastard must have popped those in when he covered my mouth. I start to feel weak. Each strike I try to give him has less impact on him as I start to go limp, my mind becoming numb like the rest of my body. All I can feel is his arms around me, holding me gently as I feel him kiss my cheek. Then he speaks softly in my ear.
I'll see you tomorrow, darling.
How I want to lash out, how much I want to scream for help, but whatever he gives me is working quickly, too quickly. How did he find me? He already knew you were where you were, so... Okay, well, that was... I wasn't expecting that with Lucy. That was intense. I'm still a little red from that. I'm going to have to, like, just cut that part out. Like, at least cut the video out. Because I can't show that on YouTube. That's not good. That's not good. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching day 2. We're gonna continue on to day 3. Alrighty, just bye.